Good morning. My name is Sister Faubert, and we are going to demonstrate counseling using an interpreter. The interpreter is Ludivina, and the client is Dr. Emiliano Gonzalez, who is my colleague at the university, so we're doing a role play. This isn't real. So I'm going to turn this over to Ludivina for her to explain to you about interpretation.
Good morning, I'm Ludivina Velasco. I am a professional mental health interpreter. I also hold a license as a professional counselor, LPC. And as a mental health interpreter, it's very important for me to be able to interpret not only word for word what the client is expressing, but also the feelings, the emotions. And one of the most important things in a counseling session as an LPC and an interpreter is for me to keep everything confidential. And that confidentiality is going to be very important to help the client and the counselor build a good rapport, to be able to have a platform to solve any problems that the client may have. Also, it's important for me to be able to interpret everything simultaneously, which means that I will be interpreting over what the counselor and the client are saying in order to make it a good flow of communication.
Hi, my name is Emiliano Gonzalez, and although I may speak good English, the client many times needs to express themselves in their native language, which we call the mother tongue, and sometimes it's because they feel more comfortable talking in their language as part of who they are and just an expression of themselves.
I think we're ready to begin. Good morning, Emiliano. Before we begin the counseling session, I would like to review some of the things that we talked about when you signed the consent form to have an interpreter here. I'm going to ask you to speak slowly because the interpreter is going to be speaking over you, and she's going to be speaking over me, so I'm going to try very hard to speak slowly also.
Buenos días, Emiliano. Antes de empezar esta sesión, voy a querer revisar las cosas que hemos hablado de un principio. Voy a estar usando un intérprete y por favor quiero que hables despacio porque ella va a estar hablando lo que tú vas a estar diciendo, va a estar interpretando.
Okay.
I think we are ready to begin our counseling session, and I would like you to tell me what brings you here.
Quiero que me digas qué te trae aquí.
Pues estoy aquí porque me gustaría hablar de
I'm
un
here because
problema
I would like to talk about a family problem.
So you're going to bring a family issue
¿Vas a traer algo de familia?
Sí.
to the counseling session.
¿A la sesión de la consejería?
Sí.
Yes.
So tell me more.
Dime
Tell me
más.
your story.
Dime la historia.
Tengo una sobrina
I have a niece
que es increíble.
that she's incredible.
Causa muchos problemas en la familia.
She causes a lot of problems in the family.
Y pues me molesta mucho.
And it really bothers me.
So you have a family member that's causing problems,
Entonces tienes un miembro de la familia que está causando problemas.
and I'm
Y
getting from
Y lo
the
que
tone of your
estoy
voice and
de la voz del
the
tono
way
de
you're
voz,
telling me
la
that
manera que me
you're
estás
upset
diciendo,
about it.
estás muy molesto.
Sí,
Yes.
me da mucho coraje con
Yes,
ella
it
porque
really bothers me
como
that
que está destruyendo la familia.
because she's destroyed a family.
So you have one family member who really is pulling
Entonces,
the family apart.
Tienes un miembro de la familia que está
Exactamente.
destruyendo la familia y la está separando. Yes, exactly.
Ujú.
And you're wondering what to do about
Y
it.
tú estás pensando qué es lo que puedes hacer acerca de eso.
Pues tengo muchas ideas que
Well,
decirle.
I have a lot of ideas
Pero-
as to what to do or what to say,
Quiero hacerlo bien.
but I would like to do it the right way.
So maybe
Entonces,
it would be really
quizá
helpful
Sería que te
for
ayudaría,
you to think about
que te
the
ayudaría a
ways that
pensar
you're thinking about, and we can
maneras de lo que
reflect on
estás
them
pensando y lo
and
podemos
see
reflexionar y
which
podemos
ones you
ver
might want to begin with.
cuáles son las ideas que tú quieres comenzar.
Sí, estaría bien.
Yes, it will be okay. It will be
So tell me what some of the things you've already thought about.
Dime de alguna de las cosas que has pensado.
Pues la primera yo sé que
Well,
no es bien,
First one, I thought about
no es correcto.
it's not the first one is not the right one or a right way.
Me gustaría nomás decirle,
I would like to tell her,
pero creo que no sería bien.
But I don't think it's right for me to just tell her.
I see that you have a sense of humor
Veo que
about,
tienes un sentido
problem.
del humor acerca de este problema.
Me gustaría agarrarla de las greñas,
I
pero
would like to
no
just
puedo.
get her by her hair and just, but I know I can't do that.
and you know you can.
Y tú sabes que no puedes.
So we can
Entonces,
just think of that as a
podemos
solution
pensar en eso
that will
como una
help us
solución
maintain a sense of humor
que nos
about the
puede
problem.
dar,
Mm.
que nos puede mantener un sentido del humor acerca del
Ah.
problema.
Okay, tell me what
Entonces,
another idea you
dime
have.
otra idea que tienes.
Pues lo correcto
The correct way
sería
it would be
sentarla y hablar con ella.
just sit her down and talk to her.
Pero
But
ella es bien
she's
cabezuda.
she's a hard head. She has a hard head. She's
No le
stubborn.
entra nada.
Nothing goes through her head.
So es como adentro y para afuera.
It's like one thing goes through one ear and it goes through the other.
So you called her a
Entonces, ¿le
hardhead.
llamaste cabezuda?
Y sí, pero
Yes.
tendría otras palabras, pero eso.
There will be other words I could call her, but that will be.
Tell me what the Spanish word for hardhead is.
Dime la palabra de cabezuda.
Ah,
Cabezuda.
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 Well, we have words like that in Italian and
Tenemos
French.
palabras así en italiano y en francés.
In Italian, we use the word testona, and in French, we use the word
En
cochon.
italiano usamos
And
la
cochon
palabra-
literally
en francés
means
otra
pig
palabra.
head.
Mm.
And testona literally means blockhead. So even though you're using the word I don't understand,
Aunque estés usando muchas
I can-
palabras que no entiendo, lo puedo relacionar porque en
I can
italiano y en
truly
francés
identify
son
with it.
diferentes y los puedo identificar con eso.
So go on with your story.
Dime, sigue tú con tu historia.
Pues nomás eso me gustaría saber qué podría hacer. con
That's it.
ella.
I would like to know what I can do.
So tell me
Dime
if you think
si tú
it might be
piensas
helpful
que
to
te
talk
ayudaría
about
te
ways
ayudaría
in
a hablar de
which
maneras
you
en
can sit
que
down and talk with
puedes
her
sentarte y hablar con ella.
when you can soften her
Cuando la puedes
blockhead.
calmar
headedness.
o calmar su de que es cabezuda.
Mm. Pues sí, me gustaría
Yes.
agarrar unas ideas mejores
I
de
would
las
like
que yo
to
tengo.
get better ideas than what I have to be able to do that.
So maybe that's what we can talk about.
Entonces yo creo eso es lo que podemos hablar.
Ujú.
We can talk about
Podemos
things
hablar
that you might be able
de
to do
cosas que
to
tú puedes
soften
hacer para
her.
suavizar
headedness.
su de que ella sea cabezuda.
Sí, y por eso estoy aquí.
And yes, and that's why I'm here.
So let's
Entonces,
start at the beginning.
Vamos a empezar desde un
Think
principio.
of one way
Piensa de una manera
you might get her to respond to you.
que tú puedes hacer que ella te responda.
Eso está difícil porque no
That's
es,
difficult
tiene razón.
because she doesn't reason. She's not
Alright,
reasoning.
so maybe you have to begin where she is and not
Entonces-
try to reason.
Entonces tienes que empezar donde ella está y no tratar de razonar.
Por eso estaba pensando
That's
que
why I was thinking
confrontarla
maybe confronting her
al nivel donde ella está
at where she's at this moment, at the level that she's at.
So
y a ver qué pasa.
I
And then
wonder,
we'll see what happens.
I wonder what you could do with her
Estoy pensando qué es lo que puedes hacer con ella
that would
que puede
have nothing to do with
que puede tener que no
ways
puede
in
tener
which you
nada
want
que
her to
hacer
change.
que no puede tener nada que hacer con maneras de las maneras que usted quiere que ella cambie.
Yo diría que
I
confrontarla
would say
directo
to confront her directly
y a ver
and
qué
then
pasa.
and then I'll see what happens.
Pero sin gritarle,
That
sin
without screaming, without
levantando la voz,
raising my voice,
nomás a ver qué reacciona.
only to
Y
see what
decirle lo
what
que
her reaction
pienso
is.
y
And let her know what I think.
ya.
And that's it.
So what is the first thing you might
Entonces, ¿qué es
do
lo
with her
primero que tú
that
quieres hacer con ella?
has nothing to do with the ways you want to change her?
Que no tiene que ver nada con la manera que usted quiere cambiarla.
Pues decirle directamente,
I would like to tell her
necesito hablar
directly
contigo.
that I need to talk to her.
I'm wondering if you say,
Estoy
I
pensando,
really need to talk to you,
si usted le dice, yo de verdad
if
quiero
her
hablar
blockhead
contigo,
will not come up again.
y si ella no va a ser cabezuda de nuevo, si no se le va a poner la cabeza dura.
Tell me what your relationship with her is. I
Dime
mean,
qué es tu relación,
sister,
cómo es tu
niece,
relación
cousin.
con ella.
Es mi sobrina y tenemos una buena relación,
She's my niece and we have a good
pero
relationship.
nunca le he llamado la atención.
I've never called anything to her attention.
Pero ahora ya es tiempo.
But now it's time.
It's time. So maybe what you could
Entonces es
do,
tiempo. Yo
tell
creo que
me
lo que
if you
puedes
can invite her
hacer
out to lunch,
es que la puedes,
if
quizá
you
invitar,
could,
la puedes invitar a
um,
comer, al almuerzo,
do something else
puedes
social with her,
hacer con ella algo más
and then when you have her
socialmente.
softened up, you can
Y
begin
luego
to
cuando la calmes o
talk about
la
her
suavices
relationship with the family, and
podrías
how
hablar
you're
con
concerned about
acerca
her
de la relación con la
relationship with the
familia.
family.
Estoy preocupada de la relación que tienen con la familia.
Es buena idea,
That's a good
me
idea.
gusta
I like that idea.
y sé
And I know
que
that,
lo puedo hacer,
that
pero
I can do it.
sé cómo va a reaccionar.
But I know how she's going to react.
supposing you bring
Vamos a
her out to
suponer
lunch.
que tú la llevas a
Tell
almorzar.
me how you're gonna know
Dime cómo vas a saber
that you softened her up enough
que
so
tú la has
that it will be
suavizado
beneficial to bring up the subject.
al punto de que vas a tratar de hablar con ella acerca de este tema.
Cuando sonríe ya sé que es tiempo,
When she smiles, I know that it's time.
porque nunca sonríe.
Because she never smiles.
So, eso
So
sería.
you're gonna
Eso
wait for
sería
the
el
smile.
Ándale.
Yeah, so vas a esperar que ella sonríe.
Ujú.
So the next thing we can talk
La
about
siguiente cosa que
is
vamos a hablar,
how, when the
es
smile comes,
cuando la sonrisa
you
viene,
can broach it in such a way that
¿Cómo
she
tú
won't
puedes-
get hard-headed again.
cómo tú puedes ver que para que ella no tenga la cabeza dura de nuevo.
Pues simplemente le diría,
Simply, I would
oye, necesito hablar contigo de
just
algo importante
tell her that I would like to talk to her about something important,
y empezar de ahí
and then start from there.
y hablar de
So,
cositas.
so
And
let's
talk
practice
about
starting
things.
from there.
Bueno, vamos a practicar, empezar de esa manera.
Ok, con
Okay.
usted,
With you,
For example,
por ejemplo,
you might say something
puedes
like,
decirle algo como,
I know you love the family very much,
yo sé que tú quieres a la familia muchísimo,
and I know everything you do
y yo sé que todo lo
With
que tú
family
haces con la
is
familia
because you love them.
es porque tú los quieres.
I'm wondering
Estoy
if you're
pensando
getting out of it what you want, because what I'm
si
feeling
estás sacando lo que quieres,
is
porque
antagonism
lo que estoy
developing.
sintiendo es que hay unos conflictos de antagonismo.
I wonder if that would work.
claro que sí.
Estoy pensando si eso trabajaría. Of course, I think so.
Sí.
Yes.
So, what we're going to do
Lo que vamos a hacer
is between now and the next time we meet,
es de ahora y la siguiente vez que nos
And we don't know when
Encontremos.
you're going to meet with her or take her to lunch.
no
So
sabemos dónde vas
call
a
me when, after you take her
sabemos
to
dónde la
lunch,
vas a ver o
and
si
we'll
la
make
van a
another
almorzar.
appointment.
Llámame y vamos a hacer otra cita.
And
Y
we'll see what
vamos a
happens.
ver qué va a pasar.
Me parece bien.
It sounds great.
It may have worked, and it
Puede
may
ser
not
que
work. And
puede
if
ser
it
que haya
doesn't work,
va a
we'll
trabajar
think of something else.
o si no trabaja vamos a ver qué más podemos hacer.
Ok, súper bien.
Entonces es super. It's
Before
great.
we leave today,
Antes de irnos hoy,
it might be helpful for you to
sería, te
summarize
ayudaría
what
a ti
you
resumir
learned
lo
or
que has
gained
aprendido
or
o has ganado
what the experience
de la
of this session
experiencia
was
de esta
like for you.
sesión ha sido
Tell
para
me what
ti.
we did together.
Dime
Pues-
lo que hemos hecho juntos.
Pues me gustó que,
Well, I like
que tengo
that
una manera diferente
that I have a different way
y cómo hablar con ella
how to talk to her,
y lo único
and
que puede pasar es
the only thing that can
funciona o no
happen
funciona,
is that it could work, it
pero
cannot work.
puedo hallar otras
However,
maneras de hacerlo.
I can find other ways to work it out.
So, gracias.
Entonces, thank
De
you.
nada.
Okay.
You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
How many minutes was it?